The joyous cheers about YN's pregnancy still echo, but for the stepmother, they are deafening. She stands frozen, her forced smile a grotesque mask, her mind a whirlwind of panicked thoughts. Jungkook, oblivious to her internal turmoil, is beaming at YN. The contrast between the room's joy and the stepmother's internal panic immediately sets the scene tensions. Jungkook to YN is voice full of wonder. A baby, a future. I can't believe it, YN. This is everything. Jungkook's profound happiness underscores the significance of the pregnancy to him. He then turns to his stepmother, his happiness too big to contain. Jungkook, mother, aren't you thrilled? Your first grandchild. This secures the legacy. Ensures the line continues. Jungkook's innocent question puts the stepmother on the spot, highlighting her forced facade. The stepmother tries to force a hearty laugh, but it comes out as a strained, high pitched gasp. Stepmother, gasping for control, voice shaky. Thrilled? Oh, beyond thrill, my dear boy, utterly, utterly miraculous. A truly blessing from above. Who could have ever predicted such a joyful turn of events? Her inability to genuinely express joy and her strained voice betrayed her true feelings. She glared sadly at YN, a hint of accusation in her eyes, as if YN somehow personally betrayed her. YN, still basking in Jungkook's adoration, misses the coldness in her stepmother-in-law's gaze. The subtle glare reveals the stepmother's animosity towards YN, while YN's obliviousness emphasizes her innocence and happiness. Minjun, however, doesn't. He watches the stepmother's face closely. Her jaw is too loud, too forced. Her eyes betray a deep, unsettling shock. He walks over to Youngjae, speaking in a low tone. Minjun Ni's observation immediately picks up on his stepmother's failed reaction. Minjun, to Youngjae quietly, did you see that? Her reaction. It's not joy, it's terror. Minjun's direct assessment confirms his suspicion about the stepmother's true state. Youngjae, nodding almost impredictably, his eyes on the stepmother. Indeed, like a predator whose prey just grew wings. Something not right. She is too invested in the infertile story. Youngjae's attitude analog and his mention of the infertile story shows he is also suspicious and has knowledge of YN's supposed condition. This stepmother, still trying to appear celebratory, nervously smooths her dress. Her gaze snaps to Minjun, as if sensing his suspicions. Stepmother, sharply to Minjun. Minjun, why are you just standing there? Go, prepare a celebratory feast. This call for the finest champion. A sharp command is an attempt to dismiss Minjun and assert her authority, sensing his scrutiny. Minjun, bowing but not breaking eye contact. Of course, ma'am, immediately. Minjun's defined eye contact indicates his continued suspension and unwillingness to be easily swayed. As Minjun walks away, he can almost feel his stepmother's intense glare on his back. He knows she sees him. This reinforces the growing tension and the stepmother's awareness of Minjun's observation. Hours later, the mansion buzz has died down. Stepmother is alone in her study. The room is disarray. Papers are strewn across her desk, and a half-empty bottle of expensive sits beside a discarded, crumpled file. The file is the one she received from YN's aunt. She is frantically dialing her phone, her hands trembling. The disarray of the study and the crumpled file immediately conveys the stepmother's distress and the source of her current panic. Stepmother. Into the phone, voice low, urgent, and furious. You lied to me, you pathetic greedy fool. You swore she was infertile. You gave me medical reports. This was our agreement. My entire plan relied on it. Her furious outburst confirms her prior manipulation regarding Wynn's supposed infertility and her reliance on it for her plans. A frantic muffled voice can be heard from the other end. Wynn's aunt. Aunt, voice tiny and panicked. I swear, ma'am, the doctor said it. She never could have children before. It must be a miracle. I swear on my life. The aunt's panic defense suggests they genuinely believe YN was infertile, adding another layer to the mystery. Stepmother, snarling, miracle? Don't give me that superstitious nonsense. You tricked me. Or perhaps you were tricked. Either way, this is a catastrophe. Do you know what this means? My son, the heir. Her dismissal of a miracle and her immediate focus on her son's inheritance highlighted her ruthless ambition. She hung up abruptly, slamming the phone down. She paces the room like a caged animal, her mind racing. Her actions show a rising desperation and anger at the turn of events. Minutes later, the stepmother, her face contorted with rage, burst into Dr. Lee's private room. YN's aunt Scurries is behind her, looking utterly terrified. Dr. Lee Stuttle looks up from his notes, his eyes widening. The stepmother's rage and the aunt's terror create an immediate sense of intimidation and danger for Dr. Lee. Stepmother, voice low, dangerous, seething. Doctor, explain this. How she is pregnant. You assured me. You gave me reports. You took my money for a granted outcome. Her direct confrontation and accusation expose her complicity in the infertility deception. YN's aunt is wringing her hands, her eyes darting nervously between the stepmother and the doctor. Aunt, pleading desperate. Yes, doctor, you said she was infertile. You wrote it down. What happened? The aunt's desperate plea shows her desire for an explanation and her fear of the stepmother's wrath. Dr. Lee, a man usually composed, looks deeply uncomfortable. He pushes his glasses up to his nose, his gaze flickering. Dr. Lee, stuttering, visibly nervous. Ma'am, I don't understand it myself. The previous reports, they indicated severe complications. It truly defies medical explanation. It's a statistical impossibility. Dr. Lee's nervousness and his assertion of a statistical impossibility suggest he might be genuinely baffled or trying to buy time. Stepmother, slamming her hand on his desk, making him jump. Defies explanation. It's not an answer, doctor. Where are those reports now? The ones I paid for. That confirm her condition. Her demand for the reports indicates she wants to destroy evidence and fears exposed. Dr. Lee, frowning, looking through files, his movements clumsy with stress. I can't seem to locate them. They seem to have been misplaced. In the recent commotion, perhaps. I assure you, ma'am, I am just as confused by N's condition. It was always clear. His inability to locate the reports adds to suspension, suggesting either genuine loss or deliberate concealment. The stepmother's eyes narrow. She doesn't believe him for a second. Her voice drops to a chilling whisper. Stepmother. Leaning in close, her voice a cold whisper that sends shiver down the aunt's spine. Misplaced? Convenient? Never mind the past. Now tell me, are there any methods, any medications, any procedures that could rectify this situation? Quietly, of course, without anyone knowing. Her chilling proposition reveals her intent to harm YN or the baby, escalating her villainy. Wyans aunt nods eagerly, her eyes shining with desperate, greedy hope for her payoff. Aunt, whispering urgently, "Yes, doctor, is there a way to make sure this doesn't happen? To make it go away?" The aunt eager complicity shows her moral decay driven by greed. Dr. Lee stares at them, his face peeling, a look of horror dawning in his eyes. He is a family doctor, not an assassin. Dr. Lee, voice trembling, palely above a whisper, "Ma'am, I am a physician. My duty is to life. I cannot, I will not be involved in anything that nature. It's unethical and highly illegal." King Jongkook would. Dr. Lee's horrified refusal highlights his moral compass and his fear of Jungkook's retaliation. Stepmother, cutting him off, a chilling smile forming, utterly devoid of warmth. King Jongkook need never know, doctor. Think of your future. Think of your family. A doctor with mismanaged records, who knows what implications that could have. But a discreet, helpful doctor, could you be very well taken care of? Think carefully, doctor. My patience is wearing thin, very thin.